Hello and welcome to the next Play and Explain on my channel. Here we are 3-betting and here we just took it down with a step. Yeah, hopefully you are fine. Last time I spoke in German and now I try it in English again. We will see how it goes. So GTO is here open raising 2.5x, but usually I open raised or I try to open raise just 2x from every position because I think it's might be overfolded and people aren't used to play against this kind of open. Jacks, easy open raise. Here against type player 2.5x it's close, but I think it's still a call, and against the small of the sizing I defend every time. Interesting that he checks a board that he could step really often. I think I'm just giving this hand up, and here I have one easy call, and now we have showdown value. Yeah, I think I take the showdown value. Normally you could also bluff here, but I expect like seeing hands like jacks, queens that checks 2 times and now are betting, so I'm thinking about check raise bluffing, but after he checks a board that he can bet really often and he has a tight range, I think it's just good to be a little bit cautious. It's weird that he's not c-betting. Here it's close but a fold. Here I would squeeze if I have the chance to, but nope. In another rake environment you could make an argument for forward bluffing, but in this case I think I'm just gonna let this one go. I think it's close anyway, especially because the players who open raised and called are tight. Here easy check again. You want to check a high percentage of your range, and I think queen 9 is too high up in my range. I have a lot of worse hands that I can bluff, straight blocker, flush blocker, and he still can have like a slow played hand. I don't think you have to bluff this hand. Here again a squeezing spot. It gets a little bit dicey because he's short and he could back raise and then we would have to fold. Interesting board. I think we want to size up if we bet, and I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, now we have to fold. That was unfortunate, but nothing we can do. It's Nick's open raise. Just gonna fold. A small 3-bet view we are calling always, and depends on his sizing. Mm, okay, that's nice that he checks. I think we are taking a free card, and now we could bluff. I think it's a good situation to start to bluff. Here's the 3-bet or flat, but usually I lean towards 3-betting unless I have a reason not to do it, because cold calling usually loses you or could lose you money, and now you dictate like the action, and it's like a good spot to play. Start with a c-bet, and here we start with a small continuation bet. It's a good card. And I think it's a good spot to bet. We get a lot of now we basically probably bluffing. I mean, his jack X is in a tough spot. If he has to have a queen, so be it. I think it's a good spot to triple barrel. I mean, we have a lot of bluffs. We have some ace kings, but we're blocking king queen suited. We get, yeah, if he tanks with ace queen, then it's probably a good bluff. So sad. Here I'm just giving up with our blockers. I mean, against a small bet, we can peel one. I thought about block betting in that spot, but it's pretty obvious what we would have. This is a little bit too loose in theory. Fold. You could 3-bet or flat. I choose to 3-bet. I mean, against the small size you could flat. Against the bigger size I would advise to 3-bet or fold, and against the 4-bet we have a fold. Here you can 3-bet or call, and here I call because of the weaker player in the blind. I guess we call 1. It would have been obviously better if we have the 8 in clubs in our hand, so that we make a more or cleaner set, but I think it's still fine to call 1. And now we hope for a board pair, and if he bets again I think we have just a fold. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Bad one out. You could 3-bet the 10th low frequency, but in this kind of pool you probably want to 3-bet more linear, because they are most of the time under 4-betting and overcalling the 3-bets, so you want to be more linear, checking range out of position, and here defend against the small c-bet. Easy fold, and here it's probably good enough for a small block size. Here I'm 4-betting, cold 4-betting small. If he 5-bets, I'm just gonna fold. Okay. I like the 4-bet. It's just unfortunate. Starting with a small c-bet. Pretty easy check on the turn, and then depends on the size and the river if we want to view. Yeah, that's usually a size that he takes with a stronger hand. And here I think we're gonna just check. If he checks again, I think we are ahead of some hands, so we just try to get to showdown. Don't want to overbluff that spot. We don't have a club. easy fold, an easy fold against the 3-bet. Let me know what you think about this. Here we have like a hand that we could 3-bet, but because we get a better like a good price, I think I prefer the call. But sometimes you definitely can 3-bet this hand. And now on the flop we have an easy fold. Here we have an easy call. Yeah, let me think what you think about this format. Do you like to listen to my English, or do you like to see German videos? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, after the bet and the call, easy give up, easy fold. Easy fold. I wonder what is up with these kind of small sizings. So against him, especially with this 3-bet stat, I don't really like calling there, but this small size makes me wanna call. And here I bet big or check, and here I think I'm start with a check. I'll pretty much be done with the hand. Interesting that I get a raise here. I think we have a standard call, and see what brings the turn. Okay, the board pairing card is not our favorite, but it reduces the combos of like 4-5 4s. So, and maybe like if he has 10-5, he's now a little bit more cautious, because now he gets then counterfeited. Here we have a 3-bet, and here I think we just check and be good against his give-ups, and I don't think we are getting like the 10 to fold. So I think we're just gonna give up this hand in this spot. I mean, we could make an argument for raising now, but we don't have a good blocker to the straight, and we block flush draws, and this size is not very common as a bluff, so I think it's just a give up and continue. Easy fold, easy check again, and then probably call river. Big size is not that great, but we still call. Easy defend against 2x, although it's like bottomish of the range. Easy open raise, we Queen 10, for example, is a mix, and against the 3-bet it's an easy fold. Easy folds. So I'm very interested in what you guys are playing, or girls. So what kind of games, stakes, yeah, let me know in the comments. And also, like, what you think about the place. Would you do something different, and why? I'm happy to discuss with you the place, and let me know if you like more, like to see more content of No Limit Hold'em or PLO, because recently I'm also playing a lot of Pot Limit Omaha and try to improve in that game. So here I don't see a good reason to flat, so I'm 3-betting, although he's a little bit tighter in the open ways. Okay, we are c-betting 1/3. Here's an open raise. I think we double barrel and then probably give up the river when we don't improve. I think I like that line. When he's calling there, he's very ace-x heavy, and here I think with an open ender and a second pair we have a straightforward call. And now against half pot, against his check, I think I just bet half pot and try to get a crying call from 2 pair. After his snap call, yeah, pretty sure I had the best hand, because even with like with the straight as well, he's at least thinking about re-raising and probably do it because he has the nuts, and the chance I'm having, like, for example, aces for a set or something like that. Here I think I'm sizing up because he's in the small blind. He should have a stronger range. Interesting now. Okay. I overbet, but I try to size that I get a good stick to pot ratio. I just gonna fold to the 4-bet. It's unfortunate. I feel like I get a 3-bet and 4-bet a lot, but that happens. What can you do? Mix open raise, and I'm gonna fold because he seems to be very active. And here it's also a mix open raise, and here I'm gonna open raise because a shorter player in the big blind and 2 players who are 3-betting not as much as they should, so then it becomes a better 4-bet. 3-bet. Oh wait, a little bit confused. I'm not used to multitask, so I'm learning. I'm trying to get better. Here is close. I think I'm just gonna fold. It's definitely sometimes a call, but here's a mix open. This time I'm folding. Here I'm just gonna bet half pot and try to get the money in, obviously. Now it's a little bit more tricky, but I think we are still betting, and if he raises, we are happily on we are sticking off. Here's a mix open raise, and I think I'm just gonna fold because there's only one player who seems to be a little bit more on the tighter side, and I look at the important or on the most important positions, which is the big blind and the button, and they seem to be more active, so I'm just gonna let the close spots go. Oh, maybe the splash board could get a little bit more excitement. I'm just gonna fold. If he would have limped, I would have limped as well. Here another mix open. This time I'm open raising because he's a little bit tighter and he's a little bit tighter. So as you know, probably it's just a c-bet, and then we see if we can barrel. I think here we can do both, small c-bet or check. And against the raise, I'm just gonna fold. Okay, I think we play a few more hands and then wrap it up. Maybe we do the mixing again or the randomization ace queen suited plus and yeah, jacks plus or tens plus, and when we have that hand we are gonna sit out. I'm just starting with a small c-bet. And here we have a straightforward call. If he bets again, we're just gonna fold. No need to continue. Even like 8x gets close. Against the min raise I'm just gonna call, otherwise you could also make an argument for 3-betting. Pretty straightforward call. On the turn it gets interesting if he bets again. I think we have an easy, or would have an easy call, but yeah, and now top pair, good kicker. I think we just go for 75%. With our 7x we can bet bigger. Here against the lead we are just gonna fold with our under pair. It's interesting that he's leading an ace high board, but yeah, nothing we can do there. It's kind of an uneventful session. We just had like the one bigger pot where we bluffed it off, but other than that I think most plays were pretty straightforward, but let me know what you think. Here you could 3-bet, but he seems competent and probably is more inclined to 4-bet then, so we're just gonna give this hand up. Okay, we are overlimping and hopefully see a good flop. Okay. In these kind of splash pots you want to do a lot of limping, and if you have a good hand as well, so that you can re-raise or trap like there when he's like going all in. Yeah, ace jack is a fold against 2.5x in these positions. Hopefully you learned some one or two things from my session today. King 10 is close between call and 3-bet. I think king jack I would 3-bet. King 10 in these positions is close. I think I'm taking my time to make the call because most of the time flush draws are calling faster, and when the flush now hits then it's less likely that I have the flush, so I think we are just gonna tank again, call again, and hopefully he is blasting the river. If he's jamming that would get really interesting, because then he's basically saying he he has nuts or nothing. So I hope. So if he's overbetting, I probably call. Okay, this is kind of interesting. A kind of interesting size. Now the question is, can I raise for value? And I think he's going bigger with his flushes. So he can't have a straight flush. I think he's, as I said, he's going bigger with his nut flushes. So I'm inclined to jam there for value. And here I'm. He's pretty active. I think I'm just gonna call to let him in. And here, I think I'm just gonna fold. Maybe it's a little bit too greedy. Maybe I should go 70 or 60, but I'm pretty polarized, so I don't raise there without a flush or a bluff. So I think we want to go like in this kind of polarizing spot. I think he's folded a straight. So we checked, and now he bets, and I think we're just gonna fold because we don't have good blockers to flush. Maybe that's too weak, but yeah, I think the second pair fold was too weak. I think we should consider at least calling there one time. Here's interesting. I think we flat here because of the weaker player in the big blind. And here we have a fold, and here we have a fold. I personally also don't like the 9-10. I think I should have 3-bet because it was like a 4x, so I was a little bit not confused, but had the awareness on the other table, so yeah, that made me like a little bit more cautious on the left side, but yeah, that should not be or is not a good reason for an action. So next time I would just 3-bet that hand. Right here we have like an not give up, but a call, and he's like super tight, so I don't think he has sufficient bluffs. So I'm just gonna fold, and it's really tight. But when you see his stats, like over almost 260 hands, no 3-bet, he's probably just too tight, and we just overfold. against 2x, 7s, you could consider flatting, but against a 2.2x, I treat it more like a 2.5x. It's a fold against these positions. Here we're just gonna either raise the rail. It's nice to see a rail, and here he's making it small again, so that will not be a call, but we're getting a good price. And here we are just gonna fold, I think. Even we got a good price, but we are out of position with a bad hand, and we made it quite big, and he's he's 3-betting the big blind, which is what most of the players under doing. So we're just gonna fold. Okay, there it is, the queen's hand to end the session. So close it on next big blind. As I said, it was pretty uneventful, but here we are range c-betting, and depends on the run out, maybe turning our hand into a bluff. Okay, yeah, this is like never a fold in GTO land, but he's playing 18-10-0 over like almost 300 hands, so I'm just gonna fold. I think there's no need to play code balanced when yeah, you always went into it with this kind of spot, so where's the point of defending when they literally always have it in this point with these kind of stat line. So I'm very happy with the fold, and I think I'm very happy how I played today. Yeah, that's it for me. So have a great day. See you next time. Bye bye.